Well, of course, if you look at, and again, going back to what I already told about the demand-driven requirements in capacity scaling, with FTTX, every connection, every home connection requires much more bandwidth and generates much more traffic. And we're talking about the increase of 10 times more in some cases, or even further and more than that, depending on how large capacity operators want to deploy in home networks. So what that means is that these increases in capacity cascade throughout the network. At the edge, they generate basically a requirement for 100 gigabit Ethernet uplinks on the OLT access devices. And then further deeper into the network, the requirement to deploy 400 gigabit Ethernet, 800 gigabit Ethernet. So basically this kind of cascading scaling of the network capacity goes on in line with those deployments.
Yeah, actually, for the 400G, the port in the Huawei product already mature. Actually, we deployed in some countries in the North Africa. For example, in the country Senegal, with the operator Sonatel. Previously, they use the 100G the port. As you mentioned, the traffic is booming, so they needed to do the expansion. If they use the 100G port, actually they needed to occupy 4 fibers, so consume too much the resource. So finally, they decided to use the 400G to upgrade to only use one cable, to one fiber to solve that. So right now they use quite good and they improve a lot of qualities. And they process more than 50 sites to do that. So this actually in other countries we also use some cases. Yeah.